Hey guys, it's Cece, and I'm coming out to all my fans today talking about fat shaming and what you really truly do when you fat shame someone. And I want to talk about this girl. I watched a video the other day someone had sent me in my comments about this chick just like going off about fat people and how they disgust her and how we're all disgusting. I don't think that people that are ignorant that way know what they're doing when they post videos like that. And then to put fat shaming underneath of it, and then to really fat shame people, I just found it really hurtful to a lot of women. And I noticed a lot of comments that were about women that were fighting to be better, fighting to lose the weight that they carry around with them, fighting to be healthy for their family and their friends and the people that they love in their life and that are worth them living for a little longer. For people like that to do that to women or to people in general, women, men, dogs that are fat, anybody that's struggling, it's kind of disturbing that is where our world is coming to nowadays. Is more about how people look at who you are on the outside instead of who you are on the inside, what your mind is, what your heart is, what your soul is. I think that having 3 kids, it really disturbs me that my daughters will grow up and be judged by people like her, be judged by society itself and how we have decided to take it to a whole nother level of crazy insanity. I don't think that sitting here and shaming this woman will make me feel better. I've done this video a few times. I've told her to go eat Twinkies. I've went off about it, and the more I think about it, it's just a waste of my time. This video is for big people. It's for big girls who are out there like, man, this is a world I don't fit into. No. Honey, you're wrong. This world is your world. Your world that you live in, it is yours. And it is made for you. So don't sit around and look at these dang flipping covers of magazines and be like, well, I wish I looked like her. Don't do that to yourself. You know, don't get up every morning and fight yourself about who you are. This world needs acceptance. We need acceptance on lots of levels. We need race acceptance. We need fat people acceptance. We need people acceptance and accepting who they are, what they are, having kindness and respect for others. A lot of people these days are missing that, and I'm a 80s baby. My parents beat the crap out of me. If I wasn't respectful and I was rude, I got my ass whooped. You know, and it made me a stronger person. And it's a lot to do with how you're raised, the roots you come from, where you come from. You know, if your parents were humble people or if they weren't and they were hateful. My parents were humble. My father was a very humble man. He loved this whole world. He found beauty in everybody and everything. He didn't care what color you were. He didn't care what language you spoke. He didn't give a crap what you looked like. He found the beauty in that individual person. And I do truly believe that that's every person's problem, is that they cannot find the beauty in individuality. They cannot look at someone and be like, man, this chick is beautiful. She's individual. There's no one like her. You know, they want the chick out there. A dude wants a chick out there that is like every other flipping chick you see in a magazine. Skinny, got long hair, big old boobies, big old bubble butt. I mean, to me, that's living in an unrealistic world. To me, that is setting expectations for people when you shouldn't. There shouldn't be an expectation to life. The only expectation that we need is for each other to be there for one another. We should expect the human race to accept us for who we all are. We shouldn't have to stand in line and look at all these anorexic chicks in a magazine and be like, we want to be who they are. We shouldn't want that for our children. And being healthy has nothing to do with being skinny. Nothing. So when you go to your doctor and they're like, yeah, you're overweight. Am I healthy? Is my blood pressure good? Do I have diabetes? Do I have cancer? Things like that, that should matter. And I find it really disturbing that it doesn't. And that we have put a bar so high on society and what we expect out of society that it's corrupted us all. My grandmother was a Betty. Man, she was gorgeous. She was so beautiful. And she was big. And let me tell you something. My grandpa loved her. He loved her every single day. And it didn't matter to him what she looked like. It didn't matter to him what people told him about her, because he loved her for her. Society in the 50s wasn't so rough. Society in the 40s, society in the 30s, society in the 20s. I think that society these days is so rough on us, our children, people in our lives, because the bar is just crap. You're expecting this perfect little world for yourself, then go build it somewhere. Go build it somewhere else, but don't stand there and make me feel bad about who I am and what world I've built. Don't stand there and fat shame people or shame people for anything. Everybody in this life goes home and looks in the mirror and is hard on themselves. So for us to be out there being hard on them as well, that's not fair to them. And it takes a lot of time out of your life and what you need to be worried about for yourself to make people feel that way. So I want the big women who were offended by that video and spent so many hours upset and crying that they'll never be different. People are just going to start hating them even more. Love you. Love yourself. Love yourself for everybody around you. Because when you stop loving yourself, the world isn't worth it. When big people want to kill themselves because of how other people made them feel, to me, that's disgusting. To me, you gave up on yourself. So we got to not do that. We got to know in our hearts that we are beautiful, and it doesn't matter what society has made us want to look like. We are gorgeous women. We are gorgeous animals, a creation. We are all created differently for a reason. And that we all truly, truly, truly need to know that inside our hearts. And I think when people can come to that conclusion where we're all different, skin, weight, hair, eye color, fingernails, teeth, ears, we're just different, all of us. And that difference is beauty. And difference will change the whole world with just someone accepting that difference is beautiful.